take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drip. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw. Anything that you can do, I can do it better than you. No matter what I do, achieve, still got something to prove.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Baltimore Ravens. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. Check her. Report.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it.
He's got it at the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 49 yards. And the Ravens have taken the early lead.
Justin Tucker lining up.
Excellent start there. First drive of the season. Big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
The ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
The last
4.
run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That's why you call a screen. You want to catch a defense overcommitting. Plenty of space available, and that matched up perfectly. What a convoy he got downfield to pick up big yardage on that play.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long. An early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
12 yards there and a first down.
First down.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He'll buy some time right. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, that has to be pinpoint here.
As I was going to ask you about that. Field strength has to be sharp. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
Take over first and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they get another shot here with a 1st and 10. And that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
DJ Reader brought him down.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Robinson. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
4 yards. That's another Baltimore first down.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. Caught out left side by Robinson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Right there.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Quick slant to Brown. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Jackson will keep it, and he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. They'll run with Dobbins. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. These two teams all tied after 1. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Ravens have taken the lead. Justin, getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after.
Through an opening, and there he goes. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
To John Ross.
John Ross, 75 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Blankenship out for the point after.
Extra point.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives to see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Cincinnati.
Burrow going to give this to Nixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. Being chased out left to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
That drive took them inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold them to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete to Marcus Robinson, the intended target on that one. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Makes the score Bengals 24, Ravens 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will make it into the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Ravens take
the Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
So many screen passes are the result of excellent acting by everyone, but sometimes the guy who's getting the ball tips the play off. You know, the running back, because he's eager to get the pass, and sometimes he doesn't act very well about whether he's going to block or leak out or whatever, and I think that they saw that, and that's why they're able to get to him on it. These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally, I say, here's a stop on 3rd down.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Dancing to his left. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking for Joe Mixon there out of the backfield. And that takes us from second to third down.
It's third down and 14.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. On the return, here's Agnew. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. A gain of 6 there on first.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Rolling to his right. The swap, and now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game.
Makes the score Bengals 24, Ravens 21.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away. And now it's third.
And incomplete. It's third down. And 3 yards to go.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he'll find Everett there, complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Come get some. Come on, some get some. Hey, 50 to Mike, 50 to Mike. Who that?
Burrow will throw. Out of his hands quickly to Higgins. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. 2nd and 10. Now Joe Mixon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first, this one from 38. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it. All of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Again, it's Mixon. He takes us from the 30 to the 34.
Joe Mixon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Agnew now to return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
7-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a one-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points. That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way full steam, and he broke that one up.
On 2nd down, Dobbins, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Stop your whining.
On 3rd down, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18.
45-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw or maybe the ball's tipped or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow buying time to his left. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Caught right side, it's Snead. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Mixon with a 1st down carry. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line.
33-yard line.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. He got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
It's 3rd down.
Here's Burrow. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
1st down, Bengals.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the 1st sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Now it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
That's complete right around the 8. And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll let Mixon try and run it in. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the two-point conversion to extend this lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over 1st and 10.
The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go one more.
To throw is Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. It's another 1st down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
21.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And Jackson throwing once more. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Again, Jackson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. His throw caught right around the 6. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. To throw again is Jackson. He's got it. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Now Tucker to add the PATs. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Bengals 35, Ravens 28.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, we're from Tel Aviv. Barbados with
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Burrow looking to pass. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Touchdown.
John Ross. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Rodrigo Blankenship on for the PAT. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Bengals 42, Ravens 28.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the pass.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Carl Lawson in there to drop him for a loss on the play. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
And that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Ravens draw a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown.
Makes the score Bengals 42, Ravens 35.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 13, it's a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it, and they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for second down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They'll get 13 yards for the second play in a row.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Back to Mixon on first down. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Well, the second down throw on target. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken. with 1:55 remaining.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Officially, no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And it brings up 3rd down.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. 10 yards there on the Bengal first.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
What an opening weekend it's been already. Could the best finish be coming here on Sunday night? We'll find out as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they'll take a knee as the clock ticks down toward 50 seconds to go. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1.
Well, they certainly didn't appear to be fired up about their options throwing the football. So, to me, this seems like a case of just kind of taking their medicine there, run the ball, see if they could pick up something. Instead, they were throwing for a loss.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Bengals, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.